Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play / guide series of a brilliant MMORPG, Final Fantasy XIV. My aim for this series is to create an informative and entertaining playthrough of this game, hoping to show side quests, dungeons and more. My name is Sprout Zach and let's begin with just creating our character. Now there are a variety of races you can play in this game, however, some aren't DLC locked. With all downloadable content unlocked however, the available ones are Kyo, Elezen, Lalafell, Miqo'te, Rogadin, Aura, Hrothgar, and Viera. Now on to creating our character. Interestingly, there are two clans for each race. If I selected Miqo'te here, these are the Seekers of the Sun and Keepers of the Moon. These each have their own interesting lore descriptions available to read when selected and have different starting attributes. In this case, for example, the Seekers have higher starting strength than the Keepers. The process of customizing the character is quite in-depth and fun, so just play around with different combinations of facial and body features and hair and eye colours. Tattoos are also a great addition and provide a lot of uniqueness to your character when combined with other attributes, creating your own person. Me personally, I just like to make a character which I find cool as I'm pretty basic. I chose Miqo'te here as I have not played them before, but however if you decide you want to play something different or change characteristics of your character after creation, don't fret as this is possible through a file of Fantasia available in the Final Fantasy XIV store. Trying out different expressions with the selected voice is a good way to make sure it fits what you're looking for, and a cool way to see your character in action. Just choose a random birthday, and after the selection you have the choice of choosing their guardian deity. This used to impact the character's base elemental resistances, but now they don't change anything, so just read through the descriptions of each and choose your favourite. For me this is Helone, as Ishgard is awesome. Although I did look at Phallic for a while, I can't lie. Now on to choosing our starting class. The options for tank are Gladiator and Marauder, for DPS Pugilist, Lancer, Archer, Thaumaturge and Arcanist, and for healer just Conjurer. For me personally, I prefer playing tank, so I chose Marauder, but all of them are equally fun and engaging, although for queue times for duties I recommend healer or tankers will be shorter and DPS will have longer times. Now to get one final look at our character before confirming, acting out some cool poses to make sure we like them. After selecting our data region, it is time to name our character. For me of course it's Zach Sprout, but just choose any name you like or even put some references to your favourite games or shows you enjoy. There'll be many across all of the AOs here and it'll be a fun game to try and see what people are referencing. Now it's time to begin our adventure in this bright new world of Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, well then.
Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
After that cutscene with a mysterious voice and masked figure, we wake up on a ship to see two sleeping children across from us, and a man dressed in red who introduces himself as Brennan. He tells us we're on a voyage to a land called Libsalaminsa. Taking us to the deck of the ship, he asks us why we became an adventurer in the first place, and of course, we choose the only acceptable answer, which is money. Our destination as a player is determined by which class we pick for the starters, with the options being Uldar, Gridania, and ours of Libsalaminsa. Choosing another land, you meet a brother of Brennan who has the same role of introducing your destination and their own specific outfit colour, their names being Brent and Bredmond, respectively, for the other two places. After shaking off some swashbuckling pirates, Brennan then goes on to explain information about our destination, such as that it was once ruled by pirates and was a lawless land, but thanks to the new admiral, who was once a pirate herself, it has established itself as a proud naval nation in Eorzea. Now finally, land ho.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotamo Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Libsalaminsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limlane. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future? Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on his life's voyage. till sea swallows all.
Strolling through the square, a yellow jacket infantryman named Reesflow calls out to us. He's a part of a Limsa Grand Company named the Maelstrom, which defend the nation. Uldar and Gridania as well have their own Grand Companies, those being the Immortal Flames of the Order of the Twin Adder respectively. Later in the game, the player joins a Grand Company from one of the nations, and the player can pick regardless of their starting nation which one they want to join. After some basic movement and quest tutorials, Reesflow delivers to us a quest with rewards of EXP and Gil. EXP levels up your class, and the EXP bar in the lower centre of the screen shows how much EXP is needed to level up. Gil is the monetary currency of Final Fantasy XIV and allows transactions through the shops and market boards. It's very useful, so spend it wisely. Or just on cool dyes and armours like me. Reesflow tells us to go to a drowning wench and speak with a man at the Adventurers Guild named Badaron to get our bearings. The quest appears on the right side of the screen, and information for it can be accessed by clicking on its title. Where to go for the quest is indicated on the map, which can be accessed by pressing M or clicking on the minimap icon. I recommend speaking to NPCs to learn more information about the world and the people in it, such as speaking to Ndalika in the entrance. We can learn that this place is called the Mizzenmast and that the Admiral resides at the very top surveying her land below. After riding the lift to the drowning wench, we go over to speak to the cheery Badaron, who introduces himself for the role at the Adventurers Guild. He informs us of the many dangers lurking around Limsa, such as the fishbacks and coal boats outside the city and the pirates lurking within. He also tells us about a cunning enemy called the Garlean Empire, who he says could kill them all if given the chance. Badaron then speaks of a catastrophic event called the Calamity, in which homes and lives were lost, and for some reason the people of this world can't seem to remember what happened all too well, and their memory is clouded, including the names of a group of adventurers who fought in this calamity and saved them. Outside the game, the Calamity marked the end of the original version of Final Fantasy XIV and allowed for a soft reset of the game for a Realm Reborn, the 2.0 version of the game, set 5 years after the Calamity. The Forgotten Adventurers were the original player's characters of 1.0. Agreeing to lend the Adventurer Guild our strength, we join as an official member, but not before we are questioned by a group of Yellow Jackets under suspicion of colluding with the pirates who attacked the ship we arrived on. Luckily though, Balderon vouches for us, as we are his dear departed grandma's sisters, niece's cousins, closest companion, and we return to smooth sailing. Interesting facts about the Adventurers Guild are that there is a branch in each of the 3 main city-states of Uldar, Gridania, and Limsa, those being the Quicksand, the Caroline Canopy, and the Drowning Wedge for each state respectively. Another bit of lore is that there used to be an organisation in Limsa called the Knights of the Barracuda, which acted as a navy of the land. However, after the Calamity, the Admiral integrated the company into the Grand Company, the Maelstrom. Badaron gives us a final welcome and we conclude the quest, receiving our rewards and achieving our very first level up. Now, given the freedom, we can check over our character's stats and can see our attributes have risen and we are now stronger. You could also take this time to go over your gear and read over what the stats contribute to what, such as attack magic potency, which expectantly affects the amount of damage dealt by magic attacks. After a tutorial of quest icons, we speak to Badaron, who tasks us with exploring the city we arrive at and accomplishing a few tasks to help us learn about our new home, these including tuning to the city's aetherites. In-game, many towns and cities have these aetherites, as through the spells Teleport and Return they allow fast travel between locations, so it's always imperative to attune to every aetherite you come across on your journey. But other tasks include speaking with the Marauders Guild to learn and improve our techniques. Depending on which class you choose, you would speak to that respective guild. This starts the guild's questline where you meet several interesting characters, such as the guild's leaders, and learn new vital skills to be used in combat. As well, you go for a great story, although some are better than others. Dark Knight. Excuse me. Finally, we begin our first main quest. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was my first ever attempt at making a video. It took way too long. I'll try better next time. The editing might be rough and I apologise for that. As well, the mic is very bad. But I'm hoping to try and learn more, make this interesting, try and go through more information next time. Try and use more things on screen. This is really just my first time doing this. Next video will include stuff like this. It's a cool new weapon I got. New axe, I'll show you how I accomplished it, as well as some cool armor. So I definitely hope you watch. Please subscribe, please like, please comment, tell me tips on Premiere Pro. I don't know. Goodbye. See ya.